Doesn't matter how you look at it. A win is a win is a win is a win is a win. Facts. So, I mean, listen. I'm not gonna be oblivious and talk smack like we're world beaters or anything, because obviously we are far from that. Far from that. But the principle is we got two ugly wins, and somewhat in the same fashion. Even though I think tonight was a little bit better, a little bit better a win than last week. Last week it was really a struggle, but this week I know we only put up 20 points, but it felt, sorry about that. It felt like there was opportunity to move the ball. It felt like there was a lot of opportunity to move the ball. I felt like we left a lot on the field. I felt like we could have had a lot more go our way, but self-inflicted wounds ended up costing us potentially more points. Performance-wise, Olave was excellent. Shaheed, again, at the end of the game, came up when we needed him to come up and made an impact. Derek Carr, for the most part, played a mid-game, pretty average game. Had that one very bad interception, and he threw a similar interception about last week. He threw a similar interception, and it was just like triple covered. I don't understand what his thought process was there. He's got to improve. He's got to be mindful of that triple coverage. And I know you're in the moment, you're impulsive, you want to make a play, but it just not a good look there. Defense. I mean, what can I say? What can I say about the defense? Had it not been for them just kind of just laying back and playing soft towards the end, I mean, you can technically say for almost 8 straight quarters they hadn't allowed a touchdown, and that's about the only negative that I can really say about them tonight, is that they just got too soft late, and instead of going 2 straight games without allowing a touchdown, they allowed a touchdown at the end, whatever. But that doesn't matter. The win is what matters, and we are 2-0 for the first time since I was in high school. That's 10 years. It's been 10 years since the Saints have started 2-0. So keep that in mind. Just let that sink in. It's been 10 years since the Saints have started 2-0. Since I was a sophomore in high school. Dude, let me look back at those days and tell you what I was up to in high school as a sophomore. First and foremost, I was actually active on this YouTube channel. So that's an interesting fact. I still had this YouTube channel. It was my 3rd season doing YouTube videos for the Saints. So there's that. I was so naive back then. I mean, I was literally in that stage of trying to fit in and trying to. I felt like I was finally coming out of my shell, and physically I was looking a lot better. If you would have saw me my first couple years making YouTube videos, like in 2011, 2012, I was breaking out. Like, I had bad acne. that 2013 year, I finally started to like clear up. That's when I started like dating and stuff like that at around 15 years old. So a lot has transpired since then. Since the Saints have last started 2-0. So hey, it's kind of like a milestone to me. This is not familiar territory for me as of lately. So let me have this moment. Let me grasp it and enjoy it because this is not familiar territory for me. Oh shit. I'm watching this Browns game. He's all the way. He's got to be all the way. Touchdown. Touchdown Browns. That'll definitely help my fantasy because I'm going against Pittsburgh's defense and I need them to get 10 points or less. Anyway, no, Rise Up ATL, in 2019, 20, and 21, we all started 1-1. We did not start 2-0 any of those seasons. Am I surprised about the NFC South so far? I mean, I'll tell you up front, Buck Skull Gang. I am intriguingly interested and a little bit shocked that you guys are 2-0. I didn't expect Tampa Bay to be 2-0. And hey, I can't take that away from you guys. You got kudos. Yeah. But I really feel like that is going to come to a little bit of a stumble for you guys. If you beat Philadelphia, then okay. If you beat the Eagles, then okay. I got to start kind of getting a little worried about the Tampa Bay Bucks. If you guys end up beating Philadelphia. I don't think you will. But if you do, I'm going to have to be a little bit cautious about you guys. I don't think they will, though. Okay, moving on, though. Snakebite was good. Jerry was good. Bruce Saint, Rise Up ATL. Rafael Rico. Touchdown Browns. There we go. That'll give the Steelers defense -4. Let's freaking go. Now the Browns just need one more touchdown. And then I could probably win in fantasy. Jedi was good. Rashid Shahim. Yes. I mean, this Saints defense has got to be, if not the best, one of the best defenses in the NFL. I mean, it sucks that we allowed that touchdown. I really wish we hadn't, because had we not, I would have definitely, without any questions asked, I would have been like, there's no argument here. The Saints have the best defense in the NFL as of week 2. Had we not allowed a touchdown at the end. Now it's kind of like, it's debatable. But I definitely think they're top 5 as of right now. This defense has been playing tremendous. Should have gotten 2 takeaways, possibly 3. Alontae Taylor couldn't hold on to the interception. And then that strip sack that we got where we recovered a fumble in the third quarter was called back for holding on the defense. I don't know what the hell that was. I didn't think that was, I thought that was a chicken shit call, but whatever. Same with that pass interference that they threw. Not the last possession that Carolina had, but the possession where they had to kick the field goal to make it 13-9. I thought that pass interference call was bullshit. That ball was not even catchable. So those are my complaints about the officiating. But we won the game, so it doesn't matter. The Bucks are the top 2 defense against the run still. I mean, the Saints we're a pretty good run defense too. Granted, I mean, we played Derrick Henry, that's a tough matchup, let alone I don't even have to say anything else. Miles Sanders was a little, wasn't as talented. Obviously, not as talented as Derrick Henry. You see, got the little goatee growing. That's what I want. Just waiting for this little part to grow, because once this becomes like full colored, whoo, it's on. No, I'm not saying. I definitely do. I think Dallas is probably the number one ranked defense in the NFL without a question. But they did allow a touchdown, and we allowed a touchdown too. But had we not, it could have been an argument. I mean, is Aaron Jones playing next week? Okay, I put it like this: I had the Saints starting 1-2 in this 3-game stretch without Kamara, and we're 2-0. We've already exceeded expectations. Like, it's a freaking miracle. We've exceeded expectations. I know the 49ers defense is the top up there with Dallas. I know, but they allowed 23 points yesterday. I'm talking about right now. Statistically, had the Saints not allowed a touchdown and just allowing, let's see, all those field goals, then I definitely think the Saints would have been top 5. I didn't say the best. Well, okay, I take that back. I did say the best, had they only allowed field goals. But I definitely still think they're top 5. Anyway. What's up, Jordan Dog? What's up, Snakebite? What's up, Aaron? Yep, got the Green Bay Packers next Sunday at Lambeau. That's going to be a tough game. That's going to be tough. I don't know if I'm going to pick the Saints to win that one. I don't know if I have them winning that one. But it feels good to be 2-0, and a loss next week wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. But if we do beat Green Bay next Sunday, this is gonna be looking pretty good. We'll be looking pretty good if we beat Green Bay next Sunday. So I'm hoping that we can continue this momentum. And I mean, listen, Green Bay's defense. I'm not taking anything from the first 2 weeks. Although Green Bay's defense played well week 1, and at some point of yesterday they were playing well as well. No pun intended. But I think with our offensive line being as vulnerable as it is, and granted, they played a little bit better tonight. They did. I give them that. They did play a little bit better. However, they're still not in sync completely. Derek Carr was sacked 4 times. I don't like that. I also don't like how Derek Carr has the tendency to hold on to the ball for too long. I'm not sure if anybody else noticed, but he has a very consistent habit of holding on to the ball too damn long. He has got to get rid of that ball sooner. So there's my feedback. Yeah. But I thought we ran the ball decently tonight. I definitely think with, Jamal Williams going out, and I don't know how long that's going to last. I really don't know how long that's going to... it's a hamstring injury, which scares me. So I don't know how long that's going to be, but you'd have to anticipate that Tony Jones and Taysom Hill are going to be the 2 guys to go next week. But hey, we scored 16 in week 1. We scored 20 this week. That's improving. That's an improvement. Whether you want to look at it as baby steps or not, it's an improvement. We scored 1 touchdown last week. We scored 2 this week. That's an improvement, So you gotta take your moral victories, especially when you win. When you win, you gotta take them. Yeah, Rise Up. That was a very... Hey, you guys usually lose those kinds of games, man. I gave you credit. I told you straight up, dude, congrats. Especially in the fashion that you did it, scoring a touchdown and then 2 straight field goals. I would have thought, okay, you guys have to get 2 touchdowns. No. You scored a touchdown and 2 field goals. So, hey, props to you, dude. Congrats. Oops. And for the Buccaneers, Bucks, Rays, Bolts. I will tell you this. Thank you for getting me 17 points in fantasy. That was very much appreciated. So your defense definitely helped me out in fantasy. I had you guys in fantasy. And that's for my money league, not the league that we're in, Rise Up. Not that league. That league, I don't know what the hell is going on in. And I'll be quite honest with you, dude. Like, the fact that I'm in two leagues where there are, I actually put up money to play, and there's a pot and there's a payout. I will be a little bit more cautious with those leagues as opposed to the one that we're all in. That doesn't mean I won't pay attention to our league. I still will, because it would be cool to have bragging rights amongst people from YouTube. But I just think that, if it comes down to it, dude, and I forget to set my lineup in our league, I'd probably be like, I don't really care. But hey, you got 3 2-0 teams in the NFC South, and what's funny about that is I don't think you have that. Well, the NFC East has that. So you got the NFC East, the NFC South. Let's see who else you got. Anybody in the AFC? No. Yeah, there's only 2 undefeated teams in the AFC as far as I can remember. Baltimore and the Dolphins. And if the Browns win tonight, then the Browns will be 2-0 as well. But I mean, hey, you got 3 teams in the NFC South that are 2-0. So much for us sucking this year. Then again, it is still early, so. 7 NFC teams are 2-0. 2 AFC teams are 2-0. Yeah, that just shows you right off the bat the tougher conference. But nonetheless, guys, it feels good to get a division win. Shouts out to CPG and other guys in the Panthers fan base. Right now, the only one that I'm really talking to or that I keep in touch with is CPG. J-Dub as well. J-Dub, shouts out to you, man. And yeah, I mean, but hey, yes, indeed, Rise Up ATL, rest in peace to 8 Camel Toes, absolutely, without a doubt. I haven't mentioned him much, didn't mention him much. A lot of it was because I didn't really want to be a part of all this drama that was going on surrounding it. That's honestly the biggest reason why I don't want to be involved in all the drama. But dearly, from the bottom of my heart, rest in peace to 8 Camel Toes. Like I said, I know he didn't have a good relationship with a lot of people. And there were a lot of people that didn't like him for very valid reasons. And I get it. He wasn't a saint. No pun intended. He was not perfect. He definitely did some things out of character, or, well, I can't say out of character because I didn't know him in person, but he definitely thinks some unmoral things to certain people and said things to certain people. But nonetheless, guys, I mean, I was cool with him. I had a good relationship with him, so I'm only talking from a personal point of view here, not necessarily on behalf of everybody, just talking about my point of view, not to make it about myself, but I had no problem with him. That's just what it is. So, of course I'm going to wish my condolences. We got along. We were good. And I hope he's, wherever he's at peace. And that's a whole nother topic right there. But yeah, just had to kind of get my words out on this as we finish this game against Carolina Panthers to mention him. No, absolutely unknown. Without a doubt, dude, and that's why I mentioned it with people that had a bad relationship with him based on the things that he said to them and did to them. I'd completely understand, completely. But hey, you have. I don't blame you. I'm just talking on behalf of myself personally. I never had an issue with him, so I can't speak for everybody else. But I will openly say and 100% agree that he's done some, or he did some messed up stuff and said some messed up stuff that, I wouldn't want to be around him when he was doing it. I didn't want to be around him when he was doing those things. I kind of kept my distance, and it's kind of one of the reasons why I didn't go around him towards right before he died, like really the last few years before he died, was because of the stuff that he was getting involved in. And I mean, I didn't want any part of that. But that doesn't discredit that him and we did have a good relationship, and we were never enemies. So there you have it. Rest in peace, A. Camel Toes. But nonetheless, guys, yeah, dude, Nick, that injury's bad. The fact that he got it in the exact same fashion that he broke it in college or tore it in college. I mean, dude, you get it repaired and then you damage it again. That's a hard one to come back from. I don't know if he's I don't know if that's even likely. I mean, just imagine you injure. You tear it once. You get it replaced. You get it fixed. Whatever. Then you end up hurting it again. I mean, it's just unfortunate. I mean, mentally it gets to you. Physically, a lot of people discredit the mental side of it. Like, I mean, in a player's mind when they know they've gotten hurt so many times, and it's unconscious. It's unconscious. But you know that you're keeping your health in the back of your head, and that's a big part of the game. Mentally, it takes a toll on people when they get hurt. So, but I thought Nick Chubb did for what he's done in the NFL for all these years. You were able to play for 5 years. You got all the money in the world to work with now, and I mean, there's no. I mean, obviously, at his level in life, you would probably think, okay, I wish I can play more. I haven't finished this journey that I'm a part of. But when you compare it to the average person, Nick Chubb's living a pretty damn good life. So going deep, and it's thank God he dropped an interception. That would have been another 4 points for the Steelers. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna get back to watching this game, hoping that the Steelers defense lets up more points so I can keep on winning in fantasy and hopefully get closer to some money. But hey, just wanted to kind of give my feedback on the game. Wasn't really much into depth, but the simple points is the defense played excellent. Offense had struggles, but I thought towards the end they played a lot better, especially in the second half. And I mean, hey, we just gotta. I guess we just gotta improve. We just gotta get better. We just gotta get better. But hey, a win is a win is a win is a win. So you guys take that how you want. I'm out, guys. Peace.